Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to my channel Psychology Facts. So the topic of today's video is industrial or organizational psychology and its history. I have added 50 MCQs on this topic. Before moving on to the video, please subscribe my channel so that you can get more updates. And YouTube Analytics has shown that many people are watching the video but they don't subscribe my channel. So please subscribe now for the latest content, and let's move towards the video. So before moving on towards the MCQs on this topic or chapter, we must know the meaning of organizational or industrial psychology. Organizational or industrial psychology is the scientific study of individuals and groups in formal organizational setting, and it involves application of the methods and principles of psychology at workplace. So the number one MCQ is field of psychology that works for the motivation and socialization is option A, industrial side, option B, organizational side, option C, industrial or organizational psychology, and option D, none of above. The right option is B, organizational side. Number 2. Main contributions of psychology to organizational behavior is the study of option A, personality, motives, option B, attitudes, perception, option C, A and B, and option D, none of above. The right option is option C, A and B. Number 3. The study of industrial organizational psychology originated in the US in early 90s through the work of option A, Wilhelm Wundt, option B, Fredrick, option C, Hugo Munsterberg, and option D, none of above. The right option is C, Hugo Munsterberg. Number 4. Contribution or contributions of human relation movement is or are option A, Great Depression, option B, labor movement, option C, Hawthorne studies, and option D, all of these. The right option is option D, all of these. Number 5. Which forces affect organizational behavior? Option A, people, option B, environment, option C, technology, and option D, all of these. The right option is D, all of these. Number 6. Hawthorne studies are related to which stage of organizational behavior evolution? Option A, scientific management, option B, industrial evolution, option C, organizational behavior, and option D, human relations movement. And the right option is D, human relations movement. Number 7. Organizational behavior is option A, a science, option B, an art, option C, a science as well as an art, option D, none of above. And the right option is C, a science as well as an art. Number 8. Dash is called the father of scientific management. Option A, F.W. Tylor, option B, Hendry Fayol, option C, Elton Mayo, option D, Robert Owen. The right option is A, F.W. Tylor. Number 9. Hawthorne experiments was conducted by option A, William Gilbreth, option B, Elton Mayo, option C, F.W. Tylor, and option D, Hendry Fayol. And the right option is B, Elton Mayo. So what is Hawthorne effect? It is the inclination of people who are subject for an experimental study to change or improve the behavior being evaluated only because it is being studied and not because of the changings in the experiment or parameter stimulus. So what are Hawthorne experiments? The effect gets its name from the most famous industrial history experiment that took place at the Western Electric Factory in the Hawthorne in Chicago in early 1930s. And the original study was attempted to find out the relationship between lighting and efficiency or productivity. So different level of illumination were experimented, that how much the intensity of light is affecting the worker's productivity, and how much arrangement of lights or illumination is providing a good environment for the working condition. But surprisingly, it seemed that worker productivity has no relationship with illumination or working setup. Workers' productivity was not being affected by the changes in working condition, but by the fact that someone was concerned enough about their working condition to conduct an experiment on it. So all the employees were working good just because of they know that an experiment is being performed on them, so they started working efficiently. Number 10. Organizational psychology focused more on understanding human behavior in option A, society only, option B, workplace only, option C, department only, and option D, workplace and society. And the right option is option B, workplace only. Number 11. Success of each organization depends heavily on option A, management, option B, vendor, option C, employer, and option D, employee. And the right option is option D, employer. Number 12. Industrial organizational psychology consists of subspecialties but bounded together by a concern for people at work. Each side deals with recruitment, training, and performance appraisal. Option A, industrial side. Option B, employee side. Option C, organizational side. And option D, employer side. And the right option is A, industrial side. Number 13. Dash was the first who has applied psychology to advertising, employee selection, and management issues. Option A. Fredrick W. Taylor. Option B. Walter D. Scott. Option C. Gilbreth. And option D. Frank Parson. And the right option is B. Walter D. Scott. Number 14. Dash was the one of several from female psychologists who contributed in the era of industrial organizational psychology, and emphasized that psychology has a necessary place in programs of industrial engineers. Option A. Anna Freud. Option B. Mary Ainsworth. Option C. Hilton Calkins. And option D. Lillian Gilbreth. And the right option is option D. Lillian Gilbreth. Number 15. Who has written the famous book Psychology of Industrial Efficiency? Option A. Weber. Option B. Hugo Munsterberg. Option C. F. W. Taylor. And option D. Brain. And the right option is B. Hugo Munsterberg. Number 16. Dash was the most instrumental in involving psychology in the World War I. He was the president of APA at that time and found many proposals including way of screening recruits for mental deficiency, investigation of soldiers' motivation, morals, psychological problems and related issues. Option A. Max Weber. Option B. Woodward. Option C. Hugo Munsterberg. And option D. Robert Yerkes. And the right option is D. Robert Yerkes. Number 17. After World War I, the focus of industrial psychology moved towards the welfare of employees at work. This is known as option A. Employees benefit, option B. Employees oriented tasks, option C. Human relation movement, and option D. Human development. And the right option is option C. Human relations development. Number 18. Role of industrial organizational psychologists include option A. Training and development, option B. Quality of work life, option C. Selection and placement, and option D. All of above. And the right option is option D. All of above. Number 19. The role of psychologists also include performance management, training development, and ergonomics. The meaning of ergonomics is option A. Workplace, option B. Employees benefits and rewards, option C. Employees training programs, and option D. Designing and arranging things that people use so that they can work safely and efficiently. And the right option is D. Designing and arranging things that people use so that they can work safely and efficiently. Number 20. Another important trend of 20th century that is widely evident is the move away from highly specific jobs and towards more temporary project-based work known as option A. Advanced job practice, option B. Selective hiring, option C. Turnover, and option D. De-jobbing. And the right option is option D. De-jobbing. Number 21. Maslow has presented the 5 need levels that comprises need hierarchy. On 4th level, which need has he mentioned? Option A. Self-actualization, option B. Physiological needs, option C. Esteem needs, and option D. Safety needs. The right option is option C. Esteem needs. Esteem needs basically include self-confidence and respect from others. Number 22. Which is not correct for self-actualization? Option A. Self-fulfillment, option B. Personal growth, option C. Realize own potentials, and option D. Egoistic nature. The right option is D. Egoistic nature. Number 23. Alderfer constructed a theory of motivation with the name ERG Theory of Motivation. ERG stands for option A. Esteem, Relations and Growth, option B. Esteem, Relatedness and Growth, and option C. Existence, Relatedness and Growth, option D. Existence, Relationships and Growth. And the right option is C. Existence, Relatedness and Growth. So according to Alderfer, needs do not operate in a hierarchical fashion and all needs can influence a person's life at the same time. So existence needs are basically those needs that are related to physiological needs. Relatedness needs indicates all the social and interpersonal needs that must be fulfilled, and growth needs include self-actualization, personal development, and self-growth. Number 24. Who has developed need for achievement theory? Option A. Atkinson and McClelland, option B. Fredrick, option C. Victor Vroom, and option D. Adams. The right option is option A. Atkinson and McClelland. Number 25. Which statement or statements best define need for achievement theory? Option A. People who have high degree of need of achievement derive great satisfaction from work. Option B. They are motivated to excel in whatever task they undertake. Option C. Economic growth of organization can be related to level of achievement need among employees. And option D. All of these. The right option is D. All of these. Number 26. According to McClelland, people possess dash major characteristics who have high need of achievement. Option A 3, option B 4, option C 2, and option B 5. The right option is A. 3 major characteristics are present in individuals who have high need of achievement. And number 1 is favor the work environment in which they can take responsibility for solving problems. Option number 2, take calculated risk and set moderate and attainable goals. Number 3, prefer recognition and feedback from others to know that how well they are doing. Number 27, EAP stands for option A, Employee Administration Program, option B, Employee Assistance Program, option C, Employee Assertiveness Program, and option D, Employee Association Program. The right option is option B, Employee Assistance Program. It is primary and secondary prevention program that deals with the problems of the employees that are affecting their performance. Most common problems are marital and family difficulties. This program provides family counseling at workplace. Number 28. WAIS stands for option A, Wilhelm Adult Intelligence Scale Revised, option B, Wessler Academic Intelligence Test Scale Revised, option C, the Wessler Adult Intelligence Scale Revised, option D, the Wessler Artificial Intelligence Test Scale Revised. And the right option is C, the Wessler Adult Intelligence Scale Revised. Number 29. The Wunderlich Personal Test is to measure option A, performance, option B, aptitude, option C, social skills, and option D, general mental ability. And the right option is option D, general mental ability. And it contains 50 items, popular for group and individual tests for the selection, placement, and promotion, and reassignment of applies. And this test has 12-minute time limit. Number 30. To measure dash, industrial organizational psychologists introduced various tests such as MSQ, GDI, and NSQ. And these tests measure option A, performance, option B, productivity, option C, work environment, and option D, job satisfaction. The right option is D, job satisfaction. So these tests basically measures job satisfaction. And MSQ stands for Minnesota Satisfaction Questionnaire, and GDI stands for the Job Descriptive Index, and NSQ stands for Need Satisfaction Questionnaire. Number 31. OFT or OTD tests are used for option A, mental testing, option B, motor skill testing, option C, aptitude testing, and option D, performance testing. The right option is B, motor skill testing. And OFT stands for the O'Connor's finger dexterity test. And OTT stands for the O'Connor's tweezer dexterity test. Number 32. Dash was of the opinion that financial incentives has power to motivate people in the workplace setting. Option A, McClelland, option B, Herzberg, option C, Oldham, option D, Hackman. The right option is option B, Herzberg. Number 33. Job-based theories of motivation are concerned with option A, content of employee's job, option B, job requirement, option C, performance, and option D, working environment. And the right option is option A, content of employee's job. Number 34. Who has constructed Motivation-Hygiene Theory? that is also known as two-factor theory. Option A, McClelland. Option B, Herzberg. Option C, Holman. And option D, Heckman. The right option is B, Herzberg. Herzberg has constructed motivation-hygiene theory, and Herzberg theory can indicate two main factors. Number one is motivation or motivators, and number two is hygiene. So motivators mean the level of challenge, level of autonomy, and opportunities of creativity that are given by any organization to the employees. And hygiene means pay, fringe benefits. Fringe benefits mean extra benefits or that are given by organization, for example, car, medical, free medical checkups, etc. Working conditions and relationship with co-workers. Number 35. Most influential job-based theory is option A, motivation hygiene theory, option B, job characteristic theory, option C, A and B, and option D, none of above. The right option is B, job characteristic theory. So, job characteristic theory includes three main points, and the number one is core dimension or core job dimension. It indicates that how much a person is identified towards his task that is related to the job, and how much he knows that the task is significant and the importance of task, and how much the person has the freedom to take some decisions during performing some task in the job, and what about the feedback, how much feedback is provided by the employer. Number 2 point is psychological state. It indicates how much the person is experienced. If he will be experienced, he will be more satisfied with jobs. And felt responsibility means how much a person is responsible towards the job and task, and how much he knows about the outcomes. And the last point is outcome comprised. And if he will be identified with the task, and if the employee will be experienced, he will also internally motivated to perform task and job, and he will be satisfied with the job. That indicates job satisfaction, and his performance quality is also dependent on above two factors, and that will also lead towards the low absenteeism and low turnover. Number 36. Expectancy theory was originated by Dash, and this theory is also known as BIE theory. Option A, Locke. Option B, Adams. Option C, Victor Vroom. And option D, Bandura. So, C. Victor Vroom has originated this theory, and this theory states that people make choices based on their perceived expectations. Number 37. Who has proposed goal-setting theory? Option A, Locke. Option B, Adams. Option C, Victor Vroom. And option D, Bandura. The right option is A, Locke. And according to this theory, goals direct our efforts and attention in particular direction and maintain task persistence. And existence of goals facilitate the development of task strategies. Number 38. Which statement or statements best describes control theory? Option A. Motivation is ongoing process by which people monitor their goals and make adjustments. Option B. It explains self-regulation process underlying motivation. Option C. Mechanism of primary goal setting. And option D. All of these. The right option is D. All of these. Number 39. Dash theory of self-efficacy, also considered as theory of goal setting and task performance. Option A. Maslow theory. Option B, Bandura theory. Option C, expectancy theory. And option D, equity theory. The right option is Bandura's theory. Number 40. In organizational psychology, application of behaviorism is known as option A, behavior adaptation, option B, behavior modification strategies or BMS, option C, behavioral strategies, and option D, organizational behavior modification or OBM. The right option is D, organizational behavior modification or OBM. Number 41. If an employee writes a good report and receives a verbal praise from his or her supervisor, this verbal appraise is option A, reward, option B, beneficial, option C, reinforcement, and option D, pleasure. The right option is C, reinforcement. Number 42. Employees are required to attend weekly or periodic training meetings. Often these meetings occur because of limited performance of employees. A manager could use dash to discontinue these meetings in turn of employees' achievement. Option A, punishment. Option B, reinforcement. Option C, negative reinforcement. And option D, positive movement. The right option is C, negative reinforcement. Number 43. Industrial or organizational psychologists are affiliated with dash divisions of American Psychological Association or APA. Option A 3, option B 4, option C 6, and option D 5. The right option is B. Industrial organization psychologists are affiliated with 4 divisions of APA, and these divisions are the Society of Industrial and Organizational Psychology, SIOP, the Division of Military Psychology, the Division of Applied Experimental and Engineering Psychology, and the Society for Consumer Psychology. Number 44. Job analysis means option A, description about nature of task, option B, description about tools and operations, option C, education, training required for job, and option D, all of above. The right option is D, all of above. Number 45. Which area measures job satisfaction? Option A, organizational side, option B, industrial side, option C, industrial or organizational psychology, and option D, none of above. The right option is option A, organizational side. Number 46. Many psychologists in 19th century contributed together and developed ASVAB or SWAB. It stands for Armed Forces Vocational Aptitude Battery. So ASVAB or SWAB stands for Armed Forces Vocational Aptitude Battery. Number 47. Dash advanced the equity theory, and notion of this theory is that motivation is influenced by our perception of equitably we treat at work. Option A, Victor. Option B, Locke. Option C, Wordsworth. And option D, J. Stacey Adams. The right option is D. J. Stacey Adams. And according to this theory, person focuses more on fair allocation of resources. If in a particular job a person is getting fair allocation of resources and he is equally treated like all employees in the organization, so he must perform well in that particular job, and all the employees must be treated equally and must be selected equally on the basis of their experience, academic credentials, and job related skills. So number 48. TQM stands for in organizational psychology. Total quality management. Number 49. Beta examination test is used for, any guesses? It is used to measure cognitive ability, and it is a non-verbal test that is designed for people who cannot read or poorly read. And the last is number 50. Army beta test is used for which population? And this test is designed for candidates who cannot read and write English, and this is a totally performance based test. Thank you so much for watching the video. This video has specially taken a lot of time and effort for the construction of MCQs, editing and all that. So your likes and comments are highly appreciated. Please share this video and subscribe my channel. Thank you so much.